Welcome my dear students for today's session. So in today's session, let's see a combination of adjustments. In the previous sessions you have seen each problem had one single adjustment, like calls in arrears one problem, calls in advance one problem, and premium separate problem. So now let's see a combined adjustment problems. This is how you get for 6 marks or 14 marks when it is combined. So here in today's class, continuing or moving further, we'll have to see issue of shares when it is issued at premium and when we have calls in arrears in the same problem, and we also have to prepare a bank account with related to the question. Let's see going further, let's see why and how we have to prepare a bank account. With going to premium and calls in arrears, we've already seen how do we give journal entries in the previous questions. So here is a question that is there here. So this question is a limited company issued 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. But you can see the next statement, the issued price later has been changed. They are telling later it has been issued at rupees 12. So it is very clear in the first statement itself there is an extra value that is being collected on the nominal value of the share. That is, nominal value was 10, but now the subscribed price is rupees 12. It is very clear they are taking or collecting premium here. Going further, how this 12 rupees has been collected, we have to check rupees 2 on application. Next we have to see rupees 4 on allotment, rupees 5 on first call stage. Here when it comes to first call, they are telling in the bracket including premium. So the premium of rupees 2 will be collected along with this first call money, which is amounting to total 5. So if the premium is 2 rupees, the first call money will be 3 rupees. It is clearly understood here. The last stage will be final call stage, where you are collecting rupees 1 on all these 1 lakh equity shares. So here it is very clear. We have 4 stages of issue of shares, where you will be giving 2 journal entries in every stage. Now moving further, all the shares were taken up by the public and the money was duly received, except rupees 500 on final call. Rupees 500 on final call. Make the necessary journal entries and cash book entries in the books of the company. So all the stages are very clear. So here you have rupees 500. They have not given you shares. They have directly given you rupees 500 has been kept due, except rupees 500. All the rest of the money you have been collected in the final call. So you have to give this 500 rupees is kept on due. Going further to the solution, through the solution you can check out first 2 journal entries will be always for application stage. That is one for receiving the money, that is through application. The second journal entry will be for transferring this application money to the equity share capital account. These journal entries we've already seen a lot of questions on this. Bank account debit to equity share capital account. How did we get 2 lakh is you're collecting rupees 2 on application stage and you're issuing 1 lakh equity shares. So 1 lakh into 2 you're getting rupees 2 lakh in the application stage. So the next entry is very clear. You're transferring this application money completely to the equity share capital account. So these are the 2 journal entries that you give in the application stage. Going forward to the next stage, that is allotment stage. First journal entry here is for being allotment money made due. So here it is not application. You can clearly mention it as allotment money. Allotment money made. Allotment money due. So this entry is being given for allotment money due. So after making it due, you will be receiving the allotment money, that is through the second journal entry, that is bank account debit to equity share allotment account. How to fulfill the value? They've clearly mentioned they're collecting rupees 4 on 1 lakh shares. So 4 into 1 lakh, you're getting 4 lakhs. This is the allotment money that you're actually collecting. So these two journal entries, one for money due, another one for money receiving. So these are the two journal entries in the allotment account. Going to the next stage, that is first call stage. They are telling they are collecting the premium value in this stage. That is, in total 5 rupees is what they are collecting. So first entry should be for first call money due. So let's see the journal entry, and I've made it very clear in the previous session. If you have a premium, always securities premium is being credited in the call stage or call entries. So here again we are crediting it, very clear. Now let's see the journal entry. Equity share first call account. The value that how did we get this 5 lakh is you're collecting 5 rupees in this stage into 1 lakh shares, you're getting 5 lakh. So this 5 rupees includes premium. I've made it clear while analyzing itself. So it is very clear 2 rupees is premium, another 3 rupees is the first call value. Going to the next credit entry, that is to equity share capital account, you're receiving 3, that is first call value. The next important entry is to securities premium, rupees 2 into 1 lakh, you're getting 2 lakh. In total you're collecting 5 lakhs. 3 is actual first call value, 2 will be the premium value. Now the next journal entry in the same stage will be bank account debit to equity share first call account. This is for the actual money that you have received in the first call. Going to the next entry, last stage, that is equity share final call amount, final call account. You can see here equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. This is for final call money being made due. Here how did we get this oneness? They're clearly mentioning us they're collecting rupees 1 in the final call on 1 lakh shares. 1 lakh into 1, you're getting 1 lakh and 1 lakh value. But again there's one more adjustment in the end telling that rupees 500 is not yet received from a shareholder. So actually you have to now give a bank entry to show what is the actual value that you have received. You were supposed to receive 1 lakh, but at the end some shareholder has not paid you 500 rupees. So it is very clear 500 shares of 1 rupee value is not paid. So calls in arrears, this also we have made very clear. Calls in arrears is always debited, calls in advance is always credited. So bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to equity share second and final call account. Actually you were supposed to receive 1 lakh in the final call account. Now you have to start checking out of this 1 lakh what is the value that you have not received. They have clearly mentioned 500 rupees you have not received out of 1 lakh. So 1 lakh minus 500, actually that you are receiving here is 99,500. This is how you give a complete journal entry. Now this is how all the 8 journal entries we were giving. Now we have to see one more new kind of ledger account that we have to prepare in the issue of shares, that is bank account that you have to prepare. So how to prepare a bank account or a cash account? It is very clear and it is very simple. Friends, bank account has a rule. Whatever you receive, please put it on the debit side, and whatever you pay, please put it on the credit side. This is the rule of the bank account that we follow. So here you have a bank account. This always denotes debit side. This right side always denotes credit side. How did we get these values? So going back to the journal entries, you would have all learnt debit and credit rules, right? So we all know how to post these journal entries to the ledger account. To give one example, you can see bank account debit to equity share application account 2 lakhs. So here bank is receiving rupees 2 lakhs. So which column have we written this? Debit column. So when you prepare a bank account, the journal entry would be bank account debit to share application amount 2 lakh. So whenever you debit a bank account, you should come to the debit side and write it as to share application 2 lakh. In the next second stage, if you see, you also have received an allotment money, that is 4 lakhs. Again bank account debit to share allotment account 4 lakhs. Going further to the third stage, you have again received 5 lakhs including premium. So here again, bank account debit to share first call account 5 lakhs. This is how we have written the journal entry, and that is how you are posting bank account debit to share first call account 5 lakhs. The last stage is you are receiving some money in the final call account also, right? So bank account debit to share final call account 1 lakh. So in total, when you put all these together, you're getting 12 lakhs. But here you have not paid anything. You have received all these through issue of shares. So until you make a payment or until you spend on any kind of activities in the business, this balance will be kept in your bank account as it is. So please show the balance 12 lakh on the credit side and write it as by balance carried forward, and please bring that same balance to the next session or the next year or the next period. So this is how you prepare a bank account in simple when it comes to issue of shares. Followed by this, we also prepare a vertical balance sheet in this unit, but we'll see that in the next sessions or the next classes. So till here, if you have any doubts, my dear students, you can comment below. You can individually ask me. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care.